Hello, good morning students. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss part 3 of chapter number 3, 12th Commerce OCM Planning. In today's video, we will be continuing with the last topic of this chapter, which is again a 5-mark question, elements or components of planning. Before starting this, we will revise that what we have gone through in this chapter. First, we started with concept of planning, then definition of planning, then characteristics of planning, importance and limitations of planning. After that, we came across process of planning and then types of planning. And now the last topic, that is elements or component of planning. Now, what do you mean by elements or component of planning? Element means what do we need, or component means what do we need for to formulate a plan. To make a plan, what do we need? There are 7 to 8 points which we required for a proper planning. Let us see what they are. First one is objective. First one is objective. All the plans of business unit are based on the objective they wish to achieve. So it is important that the managers consider all the factors affecting business while drafting the plans. Objectives should be set which are realistic and achievable. So first thing that we need for a planning is an objective. Aim, goal. Without aim, goal or objective, we cannot plan something. We need to know what we want to achieve, what we want to aim, what is our aim, what is our goal. So for that, first thing that we need for planning is objective. And as we discussed it, as discussed earlier also in previous sessions, that objective should be pragmatic means realistic and achievable. Whatever objective we aim for should be realistic and achievable. Clear? Next is strategy. Next is strategy. What is strategy? A plan of action designed to achieve a pre-decided long-term or overall aim is called strategy. Strategy we discussed in the strategic type of plan, strategic plan also, that the strategic plan is for long-term. Same with strategy. Strategy is the pre-decided actions for long-term. Strategy formulation helps the business unit to be capable enough to face competition or to survive against the factors. Strategy should be kept confidential from the competitors. A well-defined strategy can surely lead to success. Now here strategy actually means what is the thought process or mindset of a business organization. How they think of, how they behave in different situations. So for that, it should be kept confidential, or the secrecy should be maintained in the strategy portion. And a well-defined strategy can surely lead to success. That is why we often talk in the classes also that yes, we need to do hard work, but this time, this year, our strategy is more of a smart work than hard work. Clear? Next is policy. Now the decisions and strategies that the management decide for accomplishment of objectives are known as policies. On the basis of these objectives and on the basis of strategy, whatever decision the management takes, the top level management takes, that is known as policies. The type of policy framed by the business unit reflects the idea of efficiency and working style of the business unit. Just like an objective, the policy should be pragmatic and real. Okay, let me explain with an example. Just for an example, take this example. During the COVID-19 outbreak or Corona pandemic, what happened? The top level management have to come out with some of the new things to reach out to you. So what they made a new policy for online classes. They made a new policies for online classes, and we, the teachers, are there up to you, coming to you or to your home through an online platform. It can be YouTube, WhatsApp, or any other live classes. It can be anything. So for that, this is a policy. This is based on the objective. The objective was to make student educate, to make them learn. Strategies are different for different schools, but for our schools was to reach to you, to help you out in this COVID-19 outbreak. And then it came like we came up with the policy of online classes or online education. Clear? Next is Method or procedure. The business unit develops various method or procedure to conduct business activities. Method guides the best way for accomplishing predetermined objectives as well as doing tasks. Same example you can continue. The policy is for online education. Now, for providing online education, there are different types of alternatives. So, which method or which procedure do we use defines the method or procedure. So for doing a particular task, there are different alternatives, and which method and procedure we use is a component of planning. Next one is rules. Now, what is rules? Framing rules is extremely important to accomplish the function of planning. Rules decide the procedure and give clear understanding. They also ensure that discipline will be followed in the unit among the employees. Through proper observation of rules, it becomes easy for the unit to accomplish the objectives. Everyone knows what is rules. Rules are set of principles to be followed, and it is very important for the function of planning that rules and procedures are properly explained to each and every individual accompanied or each and every employee of the unit or organization. And it is also necessary to ensure that a discipline is maintained while following the rules. So if rules are followed, discipline is maintained, it becomes easy to achieve the we can see it easy to achieve the objectives or accomplish the objectives. Next is budget. Now what is budget? Budget is a tool that controls the outcomes and helps accomplishing business objectives. A unit prepares different type of budgets such as capital expenditure budget, production cost budget, cash budget, etc. Budget helps to control the business activities and also to increase the efficiency of management. Now what is budget over here? Budget means a tool which provide us with a limit, or we can say which provide us with the estimation regarding its cost, regarding its expenses. So for organization to, we can say, to achieve objectives, to accomplish the objectives or to prosper, they need to maintain different budgets. The budget would be capital expenditure budget, production cost budget, cash budget, sales budget, and so on. So budget helps us to control the business activities and increase the efficiency of the management. For an example, we can take any event in the, if we take our school life, academics, we can take an event. For example, we can say a sports day or a sports week. So we cannot say that everything is free of cost for the school also. So for organizing a sports week or sports day, we need to spend some money. We need to spend some money. So how much money we are going to spend and how we are going to spend is the event budget. It's the event budget. What would be the cost of the sound system that we'll be bringing? What would be the cost of the uh, gifts and trophies and certificates their school will be providing? The cost of maintaining the ground, the cost of volunteers, extra outsider volunteers we need, and that, and so on. So that will all include a budget. They all will cost a budget. Clear? And last one in this is program. Now what is program? The sequence of activities undertaken by a business unit to accomplish a task is called program. Program is a sequence of activities that we will do first this, then this, then this, and this. Sequence of activities undertaken which a business undertakes is a program for it. Is a program for it. Means program is a, we can say program is a kind of flow chart that first we need to achieve this thing, then from this, it is just like your academic career. First you have to clear first class, then second class, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. So if the work is done according to the program, then the objective can be fulfilled without any confusion and hindrance. Same with this. If you are going step by step, if you have completed first class, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, tenth. So the chances that you will achieve your objectives of education without any confusion and hindrance, without any confusion and hindrance. Same is in the program. If you're doing according to, if you're going according to program, the objectives will be fulfilled. The management sees to it that the work is done as per the program as well as the standards set. Corrective measures are taken in case if there and it is a job of the management that it's take care, it sees to it that the program that we have set is followed, and the standard that the benchmark or standard that are set are followed, and if needed, if someone is going some deviations are coming, then corrective measures are taken. Clear? So this was the elements or components of planning. We started first from objectives, then strategy, policy, method or procedure, rules, budget, program. Clear? Now last topic, difference between budget and forecast. Now, what is budget and what is forecast? So first basis is event. Budget is related to planned event. Budget is related to planned event. That is a sports week, cultural program. But forecast is concerned with the probable events. Forecast is concerned with the probable which events are not sure, which events can occur in the near future or in the future. Period. Budget is planned separately for each accounting period. But forecast may cover a long period of years, 5 years, 3 years, 7 years. Clear? But budget is particularly for a year or so. What do budget cover? Budget covers the whole business unit. Budget covers the whole business unit, while forecast cover a limited function. Will not forecast for the whole organization. Will forecast for a limited function only. Control. Budget is a tool of control. It keeps a we can say it keeps a control over or check over the expenses. But forecast is not a control. It does not control any sense. It does not show any sense of control. In process, budget starts where forecast ends, and forecast ends with the forecast of likely events only. Clear? So that is all from this chapter. Now one more important announcement. First thing, that we have completed this chapter, so you have to finish the notes of this chapter from the videos and submit it by Sunday this week. Okay, that is probably 7th of June. Second important thing, on 8th of June we will be having an test or quiz based on the chapter number 1 OCM. Be ready and be prepared. Chapter number 1 OCM, we will be going through only MCQs and short answer type questions, so no need to mug up the long answers or essay type questions. But yes, I am not the purpose of declaring it over here is that you all go through this video. This is an important announcement. We will be having a test on Monday, and everyone needs to be awake and online at 8 a.m. sharp on Monday. Okay, from tomorrow onwards we'll be starting our CCSP chapter 1 again, and we'll be having a revision of it in these 2 days, and then we'll go to the chapter 2. So tomorrow today it's done for OCM in this for this week. Complete this chapter, prepare the notes, and tomorrow we'll be starting with CCSP chapter 1 CC part, bank correspondence. Important announcement, please keep check, please be prepared for the test on Monday. Clear? Thank you. Have a nice day. Happy learning.